13 to do battle. Off and racing. Kelvinator got out very quickly, won the start very easily from Lombardina. CASHEL Palace going forward, late arrival. Bold Hero showing early dashes right up there. Climb on Top is going to settle near the inside, and dropping back behind them is Awesome Boy from Planet Cash. Further back behind them, CASHEL Palace had dropped off the speed after the start. Joined now by Let's Deal on the rails. Dennis Shue well back in the field. Great Fortune last, Camera Action. 900 left to go. Kelvinator steadies them up, leads the way from late arrival, going up Camping second, a length and a half away behind them. Dug another hole, running fourth Lombardina, and over on the inside of that pair next of all, Climb on Top. Now the favourite going up, he is in a good spot too. He's better than centre field here as they come down the side. Awesome Boy, Bold Hero being ridden along to try and hold its spot. CASHEL Palace is going to follow the favourite. Further back to Planet Cash, Let's Deal, and then Dennis Shue, Camera Action. Great Fortune last of all. They turn for home. It's Kelvinator. Kelvinator kicks about a length in front, down the outside. Dug another hole, puts its mind on the task. Awesome Boy runs on. Here comes CASHEL Palace though with a big run. Further back, dug another hole. Kelvinator and CASHEL Palace. CASHEL Palace ranges up, grabs the lead, and down the outside Dennis Shue runs on, but CASHEL Palace wins. CASHEL Palace over the fast finishing Dennis Shue. Dug another hole, might have held third from Camera Action coming from well back, and then Awesome Boy, Bold Hero behind them. Late arrival, Climb on Top, Kelvinator, Lombardina, followed further back Let's Deal, and then came Planet Cash. Great Fortune was always back near the tail end of the field. Lovely win, CASHEL Palace. The 4-year-old, a former winner of the Listea Classic, returns to the winners list today for the first time since, in what is now becoming a wonderful and a famous set of racing colours, that of the star filly from Europe in Sacia for owner Shane Stafford. CASHEL Palace, the Street Boss mare, trained by Dan Morton, ridden by Lucy Fiore, has proven too good. Dennis Shue finishing fast down the outside, grabbing second. Dug another hole after hitting the front halfway down the straight, and fills third placing. Fourth goes to Camera Action, which has come from the back near enough to last before the corner. 3/4 a neck of the margins, and the time they've run is 1:23.16, and they've peeled off a 35.32 closing sectional. Yes, Sacia, the wonderful European filly for Shane Stafford, carries those gold red colours there. She did to Group 1 glory at Royal Ascot in 2025. No silk salute here this afternoon. The Street Boss Burgoyne mare for a really good guy, Shane Stafford, and lovely to see his horse, his silk salute here at the end of Perth Cup Day for the Danny Morton stable. Dennis Shue charging home by Jimmy Shue from Nimble Toes, Pat Carberry for the Dave Harrison yard, and dug another hole by Universal ruler Chanel Cooper in the saddle for Neville Parnham. 4, 9, 2 and 8 to round out the afternoon. Stylish win, a stakes winner as a 3-year-old. Wonderful to see her back in the winner's circle this afternoon as we head down there and join for the last time Lockie Taylor.
Thanks, Darren. Terrific calling here this afternoon. CASHEL Palace back in the winner's circle. Nearly 400 days since our last win, as winning trainer Dan Morton joins me now. Dan, congratulations on the win. A stakes winning 3-year-old back in the winner's circle. I'm sure that's a satisfying result.
Yeah, after a bit of a train wreck of a day really for us, but she was good. She was really good. Beautiful ride by Lucy, tracked the favourite everywhere, and she's a good little mare, yeah.
What went wrong with her over the last 12 to 18 months? Why hasn't she been in the winner's circle, to put it simply?
Yeah, she's had a lot of time sort of away from the track. She had a couple of niggly things we just had to be patient with, and yeah, we just sort of, she was very good as an early 3-year-old, and obviously won a stakes race, but yeah, we just had to be patient and let her sort of find her feet a bit.
Now as an older horse, do you feel like she's more than capable of being able to take that leap and go through the grades?
I think so. Like I say, we've had a lot of time for her all the way through. We just got to keep her sound and happy, and she's capable, yeah.
A great result for Shane Stafford as well, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I'll be cheering away over there in Queensland. I think he pins his ears back and had a good punt too, so well done.
Hopefully something for the trainer. Well done.
Never know. Thanks, mate.
There's Dan Morton after winning the last with CASHEL Palace. She's just been building into this campaign. really nicely, Scotty. First up at 1200, second up at 14. Stays at 14 here, third up, and gets the job done, courtesy of a brilliant Lucy Fury ride.
And Lucy is the key to Cashel Palace too. She was the rider that was aboard her when she won that Lastia Classic last year. So it's 4, 9, 2 and 8. Cashel Palace takes out the last, beats home Dennis Shue, who was a really nice return to racing at a decent each-way price as well. Dug another hole, never got in at any stage. He was the horse 3 deep over the speed, and he fought on very bravely in typical dug another hole fashion. And back there in fourth was Camera Action, who made a good run down the centre of the track. But Lucy Fiore joins us now. Lucy, Cashel Palace, she's been a nice horse for you.
Yeah, she has. She's very unassuming, very quiet, easy ride, and yeah, the pace on today just worked out perfect.
Like even in front of you in that 3 deep line that you were in, Chanel got caught 3 deep, then Brandon joined it, and you were able to follow the favourites every move.
Yeah, and the favourite was giving Brandon a hard time, was over racing really bad, and like I said, she's so cool, calm and collected. They were just that little bit back, and it never quite interfered with her, and when I asked her to let down, she had a lot left.
Looking forward to seeing this smile. Filthy Habits in the Cup.
Yeah, he was awesome. We kind of went into the race knowing that, a second was a win, just the way Apulia had been running, but it was a massive effort from Brandon and the horse, especially the horse. But super happy. So you wish you had a stable full of Alfies.
Now, I put you on the spot here. Is he the kind of horse that you could travel over East? Because he's now shown that he's actually at that level.
You definitely could travel him because he's calm enough, but trying to track work him might be difficult because he's a one-trick pony. But he definitely, I'd said to Dad and Brandon after a few runs, I reckon he'd get 32 because he settles so well in front when people aren't taking him on. But yeah, he'll definitely get the 32.
Well done, Lucy, today. Well done.
Thank you.
There's Lucy Fury. She combines with Dan Morton and Cashel Palace to take out the last of the day. And you can go home as a happy man, Scott, not because you tipped Cashel Palace, because you didn't, but you were able to speak about filthy habits with Lucy Fiore after his wonderful effort in the Perth Cup.
To be honest with you, Lockie, anybody could have won the last. I would have figured out a way to weave filthy habits into that interview there. He's an absolute favourite of mine, has been for the entirety of his career. But in the end, Apulia has to be the highlight. He was just a different level to those horses there today. Perfect training performance from Team Hayes, perfect ride from William Pike. And in the end, if you were aboard the even money favourite in the Perth Cup here today, as part of this monstrous crowd, you were very happy with yourself.
And how good has this crowd been? It has been one of the best Perth Cup days that I can recall. And credit where credit's due to Perth Racing and the crowd itself. It's not exactly like it's been a nice 25-degree day. It was upwards of 36, 37 degrees throughout the afternoon, but that didn't stop them from showing up.
No, and credit to you too. You've left the jacket on, and as you can see, I've already taken mine off. The cold water's running in the jockey's room. I'll be heading in there and I'll knock them out the way, have a cold shower, because it's been really quite uncomfortable here at times in the mounting yard today. But you're right, for a day which was an awkward sort of temperature, 34, 35, not a lot of breeze early, a lot of humidity around, this crowd had every opportunity to not turn up today, but they've turned out in their droves. It's been great to see across the entire Pinnacles period. During one of those barrier draws, James Aldering, the CEO of Perth Racing, mentioned a couple of those crowd figures. I think they were 25% up year on year on Winterbottom Stakes Day. That's an incredible number when you talk about the volume that turn up to those big meetings. So Perth Racing, big tip to them. They are doing everything right.
Two other big results I'd like to touch upon: the win of Maddie Girl in the Summer Scorcher, and also an overdue victory for Love and War in the Latrice.
Well, the Love and War win was probably writing on the wall out of the Starstruck, but I agree with Bob Peters. She probably is in that awkward zone between being at the peak of fillies and mares grade, but probably just a cog below being a railway type of horse. But at least now with her rating, they can try and get into the race next year if she's still around. She's obviously going to be a very valuable broodmare, and a new set of bloodlines too for Peters Investments, which is important for Bob. But then the other win that we're talking about, Maddie Girl, the interesting part for her is that now all those horses will do battle again at 1,200 metres over the next few weeks. Is she a 1,200 metre horse, or is she just a 1,000 metre mare? That's something that's going to divide opinions over the next few weeks.
We'll find out in due course. But what a day it's been. Apulia takes the honours in the $1 million Perth Cup. Well done to the Lindsay Park team. And Willie Pike, what a victory from Apulia. That's all we have time for here on racing.com and Racing WA TV. It's good night from Scotty Knight.